What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, how to overcome rejection? As a disclaimer, I am not here to project my thoughts or opinions on you. I'm just merely sharing my vantage point. And I know I talked about before that rejection is a redirection, but there's always other ways of looking at rejection. And I'm going to give you another one, okay? Because this is what I do. When you're rejected, rejection to me is like a feeling. You know what I'm saying? After a push away or something like that, it's like it's just an emotion that you feel, but you may not even think that you're being rejected. Like me, I don't feel like that when it's actually happening. Because when it comes to like romantic relationships or even just relationships in general, but just mainly romantic relationships, if a person tell me that they don't want to talk to me, I don't feel rejected because people usually don't just flat out tell me they don't want to talk to me. They just start playing games because they can't tell me that. But well, that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? But it would be considered rejection because a person is, playing games and that's pushing you away, right? But how I look at the bright side of it is like you're not rejecting me. You're just rejecting a part of yourself. It's like you're not rejecting me because I can have whoever I want. And I really feel like that. And I really feel like people in general need to think that way about themselves because when you really think about it, you really could have anybody that you want when it comes to a relationship, and I mean someone that's available. You really can have whoever you want. The reason why you don't, if you're like me, because the way I feel, and it's not out of arrogancy, I really can have whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? That like if I want you, I can have you, but I have to be willing to put up with maybe your shenanigans in order to have you. And if I'm not willing to put up with that, then I don't want you that bad. So therefore I don't want you. So that's why I don't have you. And that's the bright side of looking at a rejection, that a person can make you feel like they're rejecting you. It's like I can have you if I want to. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about that life that you trying to, attached to, like it's a requirement to be with you. I have to do this and I have to do that. It's like, oh no, I'm not willing to do that. So therefore I don't want you, because I'm not willing to do that. It wouldn't be any different than buying an item in the store and you wanted it at first, but when it came with all these stipulations and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, oh, I don't want that no more. But if you wanted it, you can have it. Same thing with a human being. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't own people, but we don't need to make people, we don't need to put people down when they don't want us. And we don't need to put people down that we don't want because we really could have what we want. You're not interested in everybody, but the people that you are, you really could have them if you want them. You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about it. Like, I could have you if I want you in 2.5 seconds. If I was to go along with your shenanigans, I could have you. But I'm not willing to go along with your shenanigans if it is shenanigans or whatever. If I'm not willing to climb, if a person feel like another person's boundaries are too high and they're not willing to climb it, okay, well then they could have you if they wanted to, if they were willing to climb up there to get you. You know what I'm saying? But they really could have you if they wanted. That's how you pull yourself up when you feel like you're being rejected. That's how you look at the bright side of anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like you really could have, if you put forth the effort, if you wanted something, if you felt like it was worth it, you'll do it and then you could have it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not worth it, then you know what I'm saying, then you won't do it. So you won't have it. And if anything that I don't have, because someone may have said, oh well, she ain't do well. To me, it obviously wasn't worth me doing. You as a person, I'm not saying you, because the only person that can take to put value on yourself is you. It's not about you not being worth it. It's about a person seeing your worth and what they're putting on the table and what they're worth. It's like, I'm not gonna pay for that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not getting anything out of it, why would I pay for that? You know what I'm saying? And a person may not be willing to climb up to to your standards. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you're not worthy of it. That person is not capable or not willing. It's either one of the two. It's not a bad thing. But you just know, like, you know what I'm saying, that I can have whatever I want. And we all really can if we put forth the effort, if that's what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sell my soul to get something that I want either. You know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta do something that is against my morals, ethics, and all of that just to have some, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. And you know what I'm saying? That's how you overcome what could be considered rejection when it's really not. It's like you gotta look at the positive side of stuff. And that's what I do. I just really look at the positive side of it. Like, ain't nobody rejected me. Like if I really wanted it, I can have it. It's not worth me having, so I guess I ain't gonna have it because I ain't willing to do that to get it. Because that to me is selling my soul, and I ain't getting ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never say that it's somebody that I thought highly of, because if I did thought highly of them, I saw myself. But I also saw the potential in that person. But I'm not going to try to keep convincing a person to see something. I'm not going to look at it as rejection, because if I really wanted it, I could have it. You know what I'm saying? And you could just those can be considered self affirmations. You don't really have to say that to people. You know what I'm saying? As a rebuttal, as a comeback, or you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get you back. No, you just say that to yourself. Like, you just pull your own self up, because really don't nobody know you're feeling down. And I don't personally feel down about anything like that, because I know I can have whatever I want if I want it, you know. So that's just my vantage point, and I'm just here to uplift, and I hope you're able to see that from the highest perspective, because I'm not here to project. And that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.